There's no place I'd rather be.
No, welcome back to Matchday Live, and it's me, Dan, back again. And tonight, Manchester United have to face Southampton at the St Mary's Stadium. So the team I've gone for is this team. I reckon he might play a strong side tonight. Obviously, I think he will play the same team what we'll face against Ajax next week. So I reckon he'll play this team, and then obviously rest some people at the weekend, and then obviously play some people in the Europa League final. So anyway, let's get into it. So last weekend, Man United have to face Spurs at the we faced Spurs at it was the last game at White Hart Lane, and yeah, well, it was a bit weird, that game. Obviously we lost 2-1, but Tottenham were the better team. You know, they got their goal like first in like the first, wasn't it like the first 10 minutes or something? Wanyama scored through a header. It was bad defending from Rooney personally. Rooney was very poor that game, I thought. What it was a short corner. Eriksen pulled it out to, I can't remember who he pulled it out to, but he crossed it in, and Wanyama was there, free header. You know, all Rooney had to do is just put him off, and he probably wouldn't have scored, but he did in the end. So Wanyama puts it in 1-0. So then it makes it even hard for us. You know, obviously they're now confident they can get another. So we was pretty poor that first half. He did make a couple of substitutions. I think he make a substitution at half time, Jose Mourinho. Well, to be honest, the first half we didn't. The only chance we did have was through Martial. I think Martial did play well today. Him and Baye played pretty good. I think Baye had to play left back or right. Oh my God, what a goal! I think Baye, or I can't remember who played right back, because literally we had like Smalling, Jones, Baye, and didn't we play Blinner as well? So that was a bit of a weird. It's a bit of a weird defence. We didn't have any like wing backs really. So pretty much, you know, we was playing centre backs and wing backs. So he did all right, I guess. But yeah, I don't think he'll do that again. I think he only did it just for the fun of it. But yeah. Yeah, so the first half, literally the first goal put us down. It put us down. You know, like I said, the only chance that we had was Martial went through and had a shot on against Lloris. It was unlucky. It went wide, but it was unlucky, and it's just one of them ones where if it curled a bit more, it would have just curled in off the post and in. But unfortunately, it wasn't the same. So we had a couple chances. I think Tottenham had the better chances. Obviously, Son had a one-on-one with De Gea. De Gea saved it. But it was pretty much all Tottenham that first half. And then second half, pretty much it happened again. Early goal. Free kick. Gave away a free kick. You never give away a free kick at Tottenham, because Eriksen, I mean, you have to give it. I mean, Eriksen, how has he not got like man? I don't know if he did get man of the match, but he did. He's like him for Tottenham is like, he's a set piece taker, and he whips them balls in. He gets so many assists this season, especially Eriksen, and does pick up a few goals as well. Go on, Martial again. Oh, what a goal! 2-0. But yeah, it was. You know, you don't give him. They're very good at set plays. So Eriksen whipped the ball in. Literally 3 minutes into the second half, and Harry Kane scored. He just flicked it. All he had to do is just flick it on, and that's what he did. So that was 2-0. And then obviously Mourinho brought on Rashford. I think he brought on Rashford. I don't know if he. I think he did bring on Lingard. I can't remember, but he brought on Rashford, and we started to attack a bit more. And we did get a goal eventually in the 71st minute through Rooney. Basically, Martial went through, got the assist. And I think it's an own goal, personally. But Rooney taps it in, but it came off one of the Tottenham defenders. And so that was our goal. And then we did have a couple of chances right at the end. Rashford had a one-on-one chance. He should have put that away. If we scored a 2-2 draw, I'd be happy with a 2-2 draw. But we did lose, and that was our second loss in a row. And our record in the top against the top 6 has been very poor this season, and it really, you know, thank God we haven't got. Oh, Fellaini, what a shot from Fellaini. Yeah, we did have a couple of chances second half. You know, obviously we did score, but that Rashford one, he's got to put that away. If he puts that away, that's 2-2, and we can get back in it. But oh well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, with that loss, our top 4 chances were over, so we pretty much have lost the top 4. It looks like we will finish 6th as well, because I do believe Tottenham won last night as well. But I think if we do win, we do go 2 points Arsenal. And personally, I'd rather not get into Europa League because, you know, at this moment, without the Premier League, without going into the Champions League, the champions of, you know, Chelsea, you know, Leicester did it last season, Chelsea did it this season. You know, no Champions League. It's better for the teams. And all right, we could win the Europa League, but it's still if we lose that and get 6th, I think it's not too bad, because you think next season, oh my God, how did that not go in? Next season we could have no Champions League or whatever, and that could be a good thing for us. All right, it is a bad thing money wise, but I think it's not a bad situation. And yeah, so that was that. Yeah, so we lost 2-1, pretty much game over in the Premier League. Obviously, we got Southampton tonight. Southampton themselves did win at the weekend, but I think, who did they beat? I can't remember. Let's just quickly have a look. Oh, come on, phone. I think Southampton, they did win, but I'm not too sure who they beat. Who did they? Oh, yeah, they beat yeah, they beat Middlesbrough. Because then they lost to Arsenal the other day, didn't they? So yeah, yeah, Southampton won 2-1 against Middlesbrough. So yeah, even so, Middlesbrough they've gone down. And it also, talking of the Premier League, obviously there's not much there's not much excitement this weekend except from the top 4 race. But obviously, literally no one, everyone's been relegated. So obviously it's I think it was Hull, Middlesbrough and Sunderland who went down, which was quite surprising. I thought Swansea would go down, but obviously not. Yeah, so there's that. So literally this weekend, the last weekend, is just literally the top 4 race. Alright, our season's not over. We got the Europa League final. I think, like, if we don't win that, oh my God, they've got one back. Yeah, so if we don't win that, we're in big trouble. Do you know what I mean? It's not big trouble, but it could be big trouble for our finances, and you know, try and get players in. But anyway, talking back to the Spurs game, that Spurs game we rested Herrera, and we rested, obviously Pogba's not playing because his father passed away at the weekend or something, so obviously he's not going to be playing tonight either. So it's going to be quite interesting to see if I think he will play Herrera tonight. I think he will play Fellaini as well, because I think Fellaini has served his 3-match ban now. So it will be him and obviously Rashford for this game. But I just want Man United just to finish the season strong and, you know, hopefully get some. What the hell's the keeper doing? And I've just missed an open goal. Wait, what the hell was that? I expected it as well. How the fuck did I not score? What the fuck? I'm going to do that again. Oh, right, maybe not. Yeah, so we got Southampton tonight. I just want us to, like I said, I just want us to win it, finish the season strong, get a good victory, get a couple of good victories into that final. Obviously, Ajax haven't played since the weekend. They finished the weekend, so it's going to be quite interesting. Obviously, Bai won't be playing next week. I think Bai will be playing at the weekend. Obviously, I think Darmian won't be playing at the weekend. I think he will be playing his strongest side tonight, obviously, because he wants them fit enough, and we just want to, you know, obviously get finish the season done. Go on, Martial. Get the season done, and, you know, try and at least finish on a high at least. But yeah, I hate to say it, it's like really boring now, because obviously Man United last season we were in the top 4 race and it went up to the final day. It's like, alright, we do have the Europa League final, but alright, it's been a very poor season for United. Obviously getting all the draws and stuff, but we have been very poor in the Premier League this season. Obviously the draws haven't helped, and the last couple of losses didn't help either. But it's that stat where we've, you know, haven't won in like the top 6. I think we've only won once in the against the top 6. So that was pretty poor from us. But it's not been a good season for us, has it really? So yeah, so the team I've gone for, obviously I've gone for well, I think he'll be the main team that will play against next week against Ajax. So obviously we might see Mata, see Mkhitaryan, obviously see Martial. We might see Rooney tonight. I will be surprised if he does play Rooney, but I don't think he will. I think he'll play Rashford and then rest Rashford this weekend. And obviously I think he might play what's his name as well, Lingard tonight instead of, if it's not Lingard, it will be Mata in our centre midfield. I think he does, you know, Mourinho does moan United don't want to play the last 2 games, but he needs to give, like us fans, you know, a good sending off towards that Europa League tie. So yeah, there's that. So obviously there's also a rumour that he might not be playing De Gea ever again, which is quite disappointing. I'd be surprised if De Gea doesn't start tonight, and then obviously you play Romero at the weekend. But I'll be surprised if he doesn't play De Gea. Obviously we don't want De Gea to go, but I don't know. Also, talking of transfer speculation, there has been links with James Rodriguez. Apparently, you know, we're very strongly linked with James Rodriguez, and apparently they're going to announce it this weekend, which will be quite surprising. But I don't think that. I think it's just a load of paper shit and stuff like that. But I think it would be a good sign of United. So anyway, my score prediction. I think if we can get a 2-0 victory. I think we won here last time at 3-2, so if we can get a 2-0 victory at Southampton, I'll be happy. But if we lose, I'll be quite surprised if we lose. But yeah, we definitely need a couple of victories before we head to that Europa League final. So 2-0 I'm going for, so please like, comment and subscribe, and don't forget to leave your score predictions below. So right, I'm going. Bye.